Hello, right now. Well, hello, right now. We have one of the biggest storms ever. First of all, it's called low pressure storm Becky. But second of all, we're gonna look at yesterday and how it started. So as you can see, already winds were there yesterday, but then this huge storm. Look at that storm. That is huge, huge eye and everything like that. Pulled up these winds from so many miles away. And so these created a lot of winds, but not that much yet. These two formed another storm, and here it kind of is. It's right here, and we have reported with some maybe very damaging winds. So far, we've found 70 miles per hour. Um, we found 70 miles per hour in these winds so far. Nothing else yet, though. Trying to found 62. That's pretty high. So far we found very high tropical storm force winds. That's what we found so far. 61. Okay. And then it lands tomorrow, Magadan. And there's some very high winds even when it's way out here. Look at these winds. These are still about maybe like 80 kilometers an hour. But now it starts to weaken, and now it's only over here. But there's still some winds, definitely. Of course, right here, it actually forms into a tiny storm, but then it kind of goes away. And actually, never mind. Actually, look at that. That's a little bit of a storm right there. But anyway, let's go to today now. I need to make this. There we go. Okay, so today it's gonna be the biggest day. So here's right now. So as you can see, there's some pretty high winds, except for this one little place. Then that, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be some pretty strong winds. There we go. And some really strong winds. I'm just trying to find something like there's any 60-mile winds. That's pretty high. That's one of the highest we found. Yeah, we don't see it here. So to like 2 in the morning. So as you can see, it's moving across here, and it almost makes a landfall in Arlington, but it doesn't. It will get weakened for a little bit, then it strengthens again to very high winds. And that's what we're trying to find. The very high winds. Yeah, so far we found some very high winds, but we found very high winds, but not over 70 yet. Is that area? Maybe 62? Let's go back to like 7 in the morning. Okay. 57. Weakens a little. By the way, guys, it weakens a little just because most of the wind is on land and stuff like that. Then it strengthens again. We're just trying to find the exact spot spot of where it could be. Oh, here we go. Here's a pretty good place. Like right here, 50. 64. That's a good area to look. Here we go. 73 miles an hour. So 73. We need 1 more mile an hour. I think it's somewhere over here. Definitely. 72. We 72 today and tomorrow. Jeez. That's pretty bad. Okay. 73. $64. And so it's somewhere over here. 73. What if it's saying it's oh, says that's probably brutal. That's still 73. That's brutal, but just tried to find the major part. 73. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. 75. Here we go. It's as strong as a hurricane as of right now. It's as strong as a hurricane was expected, actually. Okay. So 75, that's what we found so far. So we're down here. 75 still. 64. So it's somewhere like right. Maybe right here. Nope, definitely not. So 75 maximum sustained winds so far. So it's definitely a hurricane. And as you can see, those winds are pretty high, and actually it's dragging it from hundreds of miles away. And look at those winds. Probably, wait, let's look here. Let's look here. It will still be 41 and 42 mile per hour winds. That's strong. That's tropical storm force winds, and you're a couple hundred miles away. Actually, you're over this peninsula while you can still see very strong winds, even like down here. So, like if we look here, it's only 48 north. And as you can see, it's gonna be strong winds there. And there's even strong winds a little bit. 32, 39, see that? 41. So if we even go a little bit more, see that this is going 45, 26. We're finding this is hundreds of miles away still, as you know, 26 miles an hour. And do remember the temperature change. Well, first of all, this is 33 north, and where we found the highest winds were in like 55 north. So far we found some fun, but maybe I don't know still. Oh shoot. 72. So there's very strong winds in the area right here. As you can see, the water is actually getting pulled up like this. So people on this side of the peninsula, like this, definitely you're gonna have some storm surge because all of it's going right here. Also to be concerned of, uh, there might be a storm. No, not a storm surge watch because it's all going this way. Um, but if, we also have see where it's going up like this one. Storm surge watch for this area. Also, this area is it's getting pulled. I don't think there's any cities there, but there might be. So the biggest city though is there's several coasters actually. Let's host several coasters there. There's probably several stuff right here. And there's a city right there, but it's not too bad. The storm surge isn't gonna be too bad because of the winds. It's not bad. But if we were going earlier, well then we should have a storm surge watch for Arnica because look at all those winds moving this way. Since it's moving that way, that means all the storm. Here, I need to take a picture of this. So we have this. Here we go. Okay, so what we have here. What we have here. Okay, so right here we have very very high winds, of course. That's why is it like here? Right. Okay, that works. So what we have right here. So what we have right here is that all the winds are moving like this. All the moves, it's all moving this way. And it's also moving here too. All those winds are moving this way, and do be remembered these are very, very high winds. And so this will make lots of storm surge. And so I'll show you. Storm surge. 1 second. Since what's all the storm surge? So it goes away, then it comes back. But this time, look here. It's all getting pulled from the south side. So if it's already going from the east side, it's covering the island like that. If it's going from this side, it's even worse. Especially this. These three whole islands are getting pushed, except but the place that's not as bad is here. And this is because the winds aren't as bad. As you can see, it's just in this little area. Now, if you were in the eye right here, it would be much better. It would be good for a pretty long amount of time. As you can see, if you were like here, it would still be good for a couple of hours actually. And you would still be okay actually for the next couple of hours until it gets really bad again. So the next one, you can see when it changes. Here, as you can see, the winds change. and go this way. And this is where it gets really bad, as you can see. Now, this area is bad. As you can see, this area is bad. Not this area, because it's just getting pulled up. But, as you can see, that's pretty bad. And so, we have also wind going all this way, as you can see. So, I'll take a picture. Actually, I should take a picture of where. Okay. Um, okay. So here we go. Right here. So, what we have here is the kind of, as you can see, that way is it's kind of just going that way. But some of the ways are just it's pulling out. So as you can see, it's going like that. But here's the thing: that's how the storms work. See, um, see how then it makes like kind of a clockwise. So, but also this area right here. Well, this area has kind of a little bit of storms moving this way. Um, what we also have is we also have this going pulled and then get pulled out after. But what we also have is we have this, and so that's pretty bad. We have nothing here. So what we have is the storm surge moving this way. Uh, at I think at 1800, 1800, right? Yeah, at 1800, uh, it's moving this way, but not very strongly. So the storm surge is like maybe, oh, I don't know, uh, maybe 1 foot, something like that. And so over here, it's much, much worse. And this one is the worst. But as you can see, it's getting pulled out again. Most of it stays here. So I'm thinking storm surge 3 feet here. Storm surge in this area might be like 0.5 feet. So it's kind of like you never know. Um, over in this area, there's zero storm surge. Unless you're counting right here. It's kind of a little different here. But also there's some stuff moving this way now. As you can see, there's a little bit. But if you're wondering why there's a little bit of yellow here, it's because of probably the mountains. So, uh, but there's also, as you can see, I'll be able to make it. There's also moving like this, so it gets pulled. There's one bit of it getting pulled right here and getting some storm surge. So these both double sides are getting storm surge, including. So in this peninsula, there's many ways how you can get lots of storm surge. The highest amount of storm surge in this area right here will most likely be, I think, maybe about 5 feet, which is pretty bad. Um, Now the clear zone and the okay zone is right here, the safe zone. Right. It's kind of like right here. Yep. Yes. So this is the safe zone. Um, it's also pretty safe here. Pretty safe here. So these are the safe zones. The rest of the area is very dangerous. So these are the safe areas. But the thing is, of course, that storm surge isn't going to be like that forever. Let's wait until now. See how now lots of it is going right here. It's kind of the same thing, except more of the water is actually getting pooled. It's water's getting actually pooled here. So storm surge here, but no storm surge in Magadan, which is very good because Magadan I think has a big population. It's a pretty high population, I believe. If that's it. Yep, that's it. So Magadan, if you're wondering, is already a really cold place. And right now it's actually pretty bad right now. -4 and here's kind of what it actually looks like. It's a little unfortunate and a little bit just poor. Just a little bit, maybe. I mean, as you can see, it's definitely, as you can see, the sky changing some, so it's a little cloudy. But at least they changed them, so that's good. Uh, but here's that. So this is what it kind of is. So, if you're wondering how cold it is here, yeah, I don't recommend you live here. It's record high is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a Magadan Beach. But that's good. I don't know how cold the water is. Silverstone. Magadan's good. Polana's Polana. Let's see how Polana. Where's Polana? Well, Polana's here. There's Polana on there. No, Polana. Ooh, Polana's one of the main focuses. Well, I think it is. Looks like it might be like right on the edge right here. Let's see how it's doing. Record high is 85.5, which of course that's pretty bad. And of course it's very cold. But it does looted low. Oh, this is what it's called, a looted low? What the heck is the looted low? Oh, yeah. Of course we all know what the eluded low is. The eluded low is probably what we have right now. Not the highs. What do we have? Don't we have like a... That's all we have. So we have, yeah, we have the eluded. There you go. Here's what it kind of is. Ooh, North American cool wave. It actually bring up North American cold wave. It won't happen on November 17th. Is that? Was it cold? Ooh. Where's she? Oh, this is Alaska. So it's probably it's probably like uninhabited. Probably. Oh no, never mind. Sustained winds are only 70 miles an hour, but this one is much worse. If you guys realize that let's see where this heads actually. If this gets bad, see how bad it is? Pretty bad. And it's pretty bad still. So I don't know. Let's see how it affects the world. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see how our country is in very. And here's where it gets even warm. Here comes all our cold. It gets actually pretty cold here. I just want to know. This is the closest place to the capital, and it's so because obviously, what the heck is happening? Whoa.